Astaghfirullah alazim. La ilahe illallah.
This video was uploaded to the YouTube page, Dead City Paranormal. On this channel, you'll find him venturing into all sorts of abandoned places, from crumbling factories to forgotten asylums, and even some of the world's most haunted locations. He captioned this video as "I left cameras in a haunted church and caught some insane paranormal activity." He returned alone to a church he had investigated before, a place steeped in mystery. This time, he brought everything: cameras, a spirit box, K2 REM pod, SLS, and even Polaroids. From the start, the air inside felt heavier, colder than outside. Then, a chilling sound and a scream echoed through the empty church, yet no one was there.
That was a scream. Was that you? Did I just hear you scream?
Exploring further, he uncovered a hidden room filled with baptism and burial registers from the 1800s.
And it's kind of random, really. I mean, there's like a fireplace in here. Cobwebs absolutely everywhere, so it's obviously not getting used. And some plaques. Was it like a private area, maybe, for like a wealthy family in the area? I'm not sure. It's got the organ. It's just so weird.
When he used the spirit talker, names like Joyce and John appeared as the same names written in those ancient books.
Now, and I will remind you that my name is Matt. Could you possibly tell me your name?
Joyce.
Joyce. First name that comes to is Joyce. So, Joyce, are you here with me now then? Maybe you're buried here?
But despite the promising signs, the night grew strangely silent. He tried every tool, called out in the graveyard, waited for hours, nothing. Not every investigation reveals the unseen, and maybe the spirits didn't want to speak. Still, the weight of history lingers here. But for now, the church remains quiet. He went deep into one of the most haunted places ever. This was explored by Kuba Mysteri, a YouTuber who posts about his experiences in different adventures. This forest isn't just creepy, it's the site of a brutal tragedy. Years ago, a woman was robbed, dragged inside, and murdered here. Since then, locals swear they've heard cries at night and seen terrifying apparitions, even pocong. As Mysteri set up camp, strange noises echoed all around. Whispers, crying, and even something flying between the trees.
Tadi kayak ada gerakan gitu, teman-teman. Allahu Akbar.
Then the stench hit a rotten smell that only means one thing: pocong. And yes, the camera caught it.
Astaghfirullahalazim. La ilaha illallah. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Perhatikan teman-teman. Nah, perhatikan. Bayi-bayi ini sosok pocong yang terlihat jelas nampak di kamera. Dan seperti sosok ini yang mengganggukan kita dari tadi, teman-teman. Masya Allah, tabarakallah. Ini jelas sekali tertangkap di kameranya. Ayo teman-teman, perhatikan sebaik mungkin, Cok.
Imagine being in that tent, the crying growing louder, shadows moving just outside. Would you stay or run for your life? Tell me, would you dare spend the night here? This video was uploaded by La Patrona Extreme Adventures, a channel known for adventures in Bigfoot territory, expeditions in sighting zones, real videos of entertainment, adrenaline, excitement, and suspense. A couple sets out on a midnight hike. The forest is alive only with whispers of the wind and the crunch of leaves beneath their feet. Suddenly, out of the shadows, something unnatural lunges at the man. He fell down immediately, and he pulls his gun. 2 shots crack through the silence, but just as fast as it appeared, the creature vanishes into the dark.
Vaya, ¿para qué lado, Tania? ¿Para qué lado se fue?
Now tell me what you would do in that moment. Would you run for your life, or would you stand your ground, waiting for it to return? Because sometimes courage isn't about facing the light. It's about standing tall in the dark. This video was seen on Paranormal Discovery, a page known for paranormal and real ghost stories. This man is camping alone in a haunted forest. Midnight, no light, no way out. Suddenly, a strange voice drifts from the trees.
We're following you.
Holy shit. I don't mean any harm. I don't know what you are, a Bigfoot, or maybe indigenous, or someone who passed away here. I don't mean any harm.
Spirits walk.
Instead of running, he moves closer. Gripping 2 stones, he strikes them together and dares, and then the sound comes back, echoing, louder.
Bigfoots to me are interdimensional,
Steven.
so they could be here right now. Can you copy this? If you are a Bigfoot, holy shit.
Chills run down his spine, but it doesn't stop there. From deep in the bushes, another voice answers.
It's over there. It's over there. Holy shit.
Now here's the question. What would you do? Would you stay and investigate, or would you run for your life? Do you think this was really Bigfoot, or just the forest playing tricks? Fear is real, but courage is choosing to face it. This footage comes from Jesse's drone adventures, exploring the mysterious, the abandoned, and the unknown. This person went hiking deep in the desert, drone flying overhead, when suddenly the camera spots something unbelievable. In the middle of the mountains, a bus that looked like it had an accident, not on a road, not in a town, just sitting there, stranded in the desert wilderness.
It had caught my eye, and I had to fly in for a closer look. Over the last year, I've documented dozens of car wrecks in the state of Arizona, some dating all the way back to the 1930s, and some as recent as the early 2000s.
How did it get there? Was it an accident that went horribly wrong? A forgotten crash site? Or something far more mysterious? Something that was never meant to be explained? The deeper you look, the stranger it feels. A bus was abandoned where no bus should ever be. So tell me, what do you think? Mystery, accident, or something beyond what we understand? Some places don't tell their secrets. They leave clues. This video was uploaded on Ray RLC, a channel that posts creepy video clips of his personal experiences and others. They went for a peaceful hike, but it turned into one of their creepiest experiences. It was almost a full moon, casting a silver glow over the trail. The air was still, yet strange sounds echoed in the distance at first. They thought it was just the wind or a small animal, but the deeper they went, the spookier it became. That's when they noticed something odd, a tree root like metal. It felt unnatural, as if it didn't belong there.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah. Oh, dude, look at it. Oh, look at that. It's just interesting. Look how there's like this hill right here.
A lump of dump right there.
Yeah, like a big root.
This is where they buried the body.
Very funny. Try. That's a
big.
tiny little thing. That's what that is, right? That's where the tree comes by.
Then, a wide hole appeared in the hillside, dark and hollow, as if something had once crawled out. Shadows shifted. For a moment, it looked like spider legs moving in the trees. Then came the footprints, heavy, human-like, but with no tread, no detail, just bare impressions in the soil, and the tapping sound, like the trees themselves were knocking.
Yeah.
Look, you see that hole?
Yep.
That's a pretty wide hole. Ah, shit. Sorry, this hill's too steep. I can't get up there.
Look at what I see. All right. Turn your flashlight down a little or off. Okay.
Yeah. What's that tapping? Do you hear that? There's tapping in the trees. Look, there's no animal up there, but the tree was tapping.
After I saw this.
Wait. There it goes again. I can hear the tree tapping. Why would a tree? Okay, well, that looks funny. Those footprints?
Dude, look. Right here. That's a footprint. Look at it. That's a footprint.
Like someone. Oh, wait.
This is right where I saw the two-person cross. The person or the cross.
Well, these look like footprints, all right, but there's like, because you know, like your shoes, you know, you have tread marks or something, you know.
Yeah.
The design, look, there's no design at all. Almost like an animal did it, but it's coarse.
But you got something here.
Hear that? Hold on. Oh, dude. Okay, hey, turn off your light real quick. Dude, there's something moving over there. I hear that tapping again. Dude, I'm actually afraid to even turn my light on. Okay, wait. You got your phone, right? Oh, dude!
Oh, dude! Go, 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 go!
They sprinted back to the car, hearts pounding, but the camera, it might have caught what their eyes couldn't. This story was posted on Exploring with Angel. Angola takes you inside abandoned places, haunted spots, and mysterious locations worldwide, delivering thrilling adventures and chilling discoveries. He entered the forest locals called the Satanic Cult Ritual Woods. From the first step, the air grew heavier, colder. The smell hit him next, not plants, not earth, but rotting flesh. Then came the noises, snapping branches, tapping on trees, whispers drifting from the shadows.
Okay, now we got a new problem. Coyotes. Legit sounds like they're almost coming this way.
His flashlight caught movement, a tall, dark figure. But when the beam hit, nothing.
Alright, let's get on in there. Okay. That sounded like a person. Wait. Is there somebody there? Like past the sign? What the hell? For a second I thought I saw somebody there. I don't know. Gosh, this place is so messed up.
Moments later, heavy footsteps rushed through the darkness, then gunshots.
I figured if we heard it off in this direction, I'm gonna just wait and see if it happens again. What's making that noise?
I shouldn't be dead.
I'm also pretty sure something bit my ass. Damn mosquitoes.
Pleased to meet you.
I shouldn't be dead.
Inject.
I see a light back there. Whoa! What the? Oh, shit!
We enjoy the company.
Was it a cult? Something worse? He didn't wait to find out. He ran and swore never to return. This was posted by Action Adventure Twins, who usually share incredible cave adventures they explore. They got the key from the landowner who have this hidden cave that stretches for over 6 miles underground. Sounds insane, right? Well, that's exactly where these guys decided to go. At first it was stunning crystal formations, massive flowstones, even chambers big enough to feel like ballrooms. But the deeper they went, the creepier it got. Dead animals on the ground, slippery climbs, and narrow tunnels that forced them to crawl on their stomachs. At one point, freezing water filled the passage, and the only way through was to dive in and hope it didn't close off.
Dude, it's so deep. No. Oh, I can't believe I'm still pushing this. Me either. He's so cold. Dude, it's just getting lower up there. It's deepening out.
Graffiti marked the walls, arrows pointed deeper, and the air grew heavier with methane. Every step felt like the cave itself was testing them.
Whoa! Check out the curtains. Yo! This one's massive. Heck yeah. Yeah. Did you see this one, Edward? Oh yeah. Yeah. It's got the grand formations. Wow. Oh. That's insane. Look at that, man. Whoa. That's crazy. Whoa. So white, so clear. That's crazy looking. It's got these crystal pockets in it. He took off.
Yeah, it's staying pretty big.
After 7 exhausting hours, they finally made it out muddy, breathless, and blown away.
I can't believe it's still light out. I know. How many hours were we in there? 7 hours.
Yep, 7 hours in the cave.
Apparently we didn't even see half of this cave. So hopefully we'll be back.
But here's the thing. That cave still holds secrets. Would you dare to go deeper? This video was uploaded by Franco TV, who posts about his adventures around the world on the page. Franco TV returned to a pet cemetery buried deep in the forest, a place already infamous for strange encounters. The deeper he went, the creepier it became. Tires moving on their own, eerie knocking sounds echoing through the trees, and the constant feeling of being watched. Among the graves, he uncovered unsettling signs, stars spray-painted on trees, strange markings, and even disturbing cards scattered on the ground, their images hinting at death and witchcraft.
This tire just started moving, all on its own. And it literally started off soft and then kept moving and moving faster and faster. I'm already hearing something. Okay. I'm already spooked out going through here.
The air grew colder, the animals went silent, and noises surrounded him. Whispers, even the chilling sound of a baby crying in the darkness. Every step deeper into the cemetery felt like something was luring him in, taunting him.
Hello? My life. And there's a star right on the tree here. I don't know if you guys can see it. 100% there's a star written on this tree with spray paint. Look at this. I keep hearing shit. It says, this one's creepier. It looks like a demon. And look what it's stepping on the heads of kids in the bottom. What the? What does this mean? This one's in red. There's a bunch more there. Oh God. I just felt like a cold breeze. That was just probably the temperature change. But that freaked me out. I really don't. What all the freaking noises that I'm hearing? What's in the basket? Oh God, there looks like bones in there. Inside of a jar. Hola?
By dawn, overwhelmed with fear and hearing voices calling from the woods, but whatever hides in that forest, it didn't want him to leave. This video was posted by Rugged Road Explorers on YouTube, who post their personal experiences and adventures while hiking on the page. The desert hides secrets that only the brave will find. He set out alone, climbing rugged cliffs and crossing empty valleys under the burning sun. The hike was brutal, but the discoveries were unbelievable. Scattered across the ground were shards of obsidian, once shaped into tools by ancient hands.
This is jasper or obsidian. The stuff that the ancestral Pueblos would use to make tools. So it was highly valued. And it's up here. You can see they're just scattered around. Probably deposited by volcanic activity a long time ago. I walked over here because I wanted to point out that some of these larger pieces of obsidian allows them to make bigger weapons. You can see how they flake off and how sharp they become. So the bigger they are, the bigger weapon they could actually make.
Deeper in, he stumbled upon something even stranger. Massive petrified trees, frozen in stone for millions of years. Some lay shattered, others stood upright, each detail of the wood perfectly preserved.
It's a really big one. But getting closer, that's a petrified log. You can see that pretty clearly. And some other petrified little pieces. And that's where we are. Well, that's beautiful. Look at that. You can see the rings. Wow, this is going to be fun. Let's go.
After nearly 13 miles, exhausted but amazed, he returned knowing he had walked through a forest lost to time. Some worlds aren't gone, they're just waiting to be found. This video was uploaded by La Patrona Extreme Adventures on YouTube. They normally post their personal experience of hiking and adventures on their page. Deep in the mountains, the forest keeps its darkest secrets. These people went to hike in the mountain under the scorching sun and a blanket of dry leaves. Something sinister revealed itself. First, bones scattered, broken, stripped clean like the aftermath of a savage feast. Coyotes, wolves, or something far worse.
I think it's from very recently. This one was
eaten by a duck. Look, there are the teeth. You haven't seen that one just now. It's close to the first ones we found. Look, there are the first ones we found. Hey, but it was like someone very young, right? I don't.
No.
Look at the size of its head. It was very small. Let's
see. Grab it like this with the fourth one. We
can't touch it.
No. Well, don't just grab it. It's not a child. It
could be. Oh my God. It
even has rotten flesh.
Yeah, it's not very old. This one is maybe 8 months old, 9 months old.
No, I think it's younger than that. Could it
be? Wow.
With every step deeper into the woods, the sense of safety slipped away. And then, the discovery that froze them in place is a human skeleton, an empty skull, just lying lifeless in the bush. What would have kept this thing here? The air thickened, the forest went silent, and it felt as if unseen eyes were watching. Whoever or whatever had left this behind might not be far.
We're going to have to call the police. Get the location.
Out here, you're never as alone as you think. Sometimes the camera catches what the eye cannot. This was posted by Small Plots on YouTube. Small Plots is run by Kevin. On this channel, you'll see hammock camping, tarp camping, and the occasional tent setup. He camps year-round and decided to start documenting his adventures along the way. Sometimes the scariest places aren't deep in the wilderness. They're right in the city. Kevin set off on his scooter, escaping the storm to camp near an old shack hidden between homes and a golf course. The place looked abandoned, rotting walls, graffiti, and broken chairs. Strange that it was still standing at all. As night fell, the storm hit hard. Thunder shook the shack and rain poured through holes in the roof. Then came the noises. Scratching in the dark, footsteps outside the tent, shadows moving along the golf course. Maybe deer, maybe not.
Okay, the rain is coming a little bit, and it's coming from that way, like straight in, so my tent may be getting a little wet inside right now. Something was just scratching on the side. Right here. They're like scratch, 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 scratch. I didn't hear anything run away. I don't see any eyes. I don't know what that was. Oh, I thought I saw eyes. It wasn't. It was a spider web shining. Yeah, no clue what that was. It's not windy enough for that to be anything.
Kevin tried to sleep, reminding himself that nothing could get through the nylon, but with every crack of thunder, it felt like the shack was collapsing and something was watching.
Time to get out of there. When I mean out of there, I mean into here. Alright, well, this night kind of turned out to be a little creepier than I had initially envisioned.
By morning, the place was silent again. Kevin packed up quickly. Another night survived, but not one he'll forget. This video was uploaded by a Reddit user. Every night at exactly 8 p.m., a strange sound echoes through your neighborhood. It lasts until midnight, then fades away. And it happens again and again for weeks. That's exactly what one resident recorded. No cars, no people, just this eerie, repeating noise in the darkness. When the clip went viral, most viewers insisted it was just tree frogs calling from ponds nearby. But others weren't so sure. Some claimed it sounded too mechanical, too unnatural. So what do you think, harmless frogs, or something far stranger haunting the night? A YouTuber Kalong, Camp, official who normally posts about camping experiences and horror activities, posted his experience in Bamboo Hill. Imagine camping in a place locals refuse to enter. Bamboo Hill. Villagers say a man was murdered here. His body lay hidden for 2 days before it was found. Since then, the land was abandoned. swallowed by bamboo, and no one dares to come near. But when Kalong decided to go there to see what it looked like, he arrived there. The air was heavy, suffocating. Locals have warned him of a creature with hair so long it dragged through the forest. Some said 5 meters, others 10. In the dead of night, with nowhere to run, he spotted a pale figure standing between the trees, just watching him.
Oh my god. Hey, Astagfirullah Halazim. Hey, Allah is the greatest.
Fear gripped him instantly. What do you think that was? And if you were in his place, how would you react after hearing the history of this place? No wonder the villagers call this place cursed. Would you spend a night here, knowing what stalks Bamboo Hill? This was posted by Exploring with Bear, who normally shares his camping experience on his channel. This man went camping deep inside a forest locals call haunted. That's when he stumbled upon an old, decaying barn. Empty, abandoned. But something was off. The wooden walls were covered in strange words and markings, sprayed everywhere like messages left behind. Who built this place? Who lived here before it was swallowed by the forest? Were these writings warnings or invitations?
World's ending. Did you hear the footsteps? Footsteps just came from up there. Shh, 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 shh. Oh, that's so loud. Shh, shh.
And here's the chilling part. Why do people say no one who stays here overnight ever comes back the same? Would you dare step inside this barn alone at night, knowing something might still be waiting? Imagine arriving at a peaceful cabin in the woods, ready to unwind for a quiet weekend, only to have your heart nearly stop. Out of the trees emerges someone in a chilling clown costume, creeping toward you like a scene ripped straight from a horror film. Panic sets in, until you discover it's not some deranged stranger, but the owner of the cabin. Suddenly, the fear turns into a whole new kind of unease. Is that more comforting, or somehow even creepier? Knowing the owner casually strolls the woods dressed like that, would you still stay the night? Two wild campers set off into the heart of the Welsh wilderness, eager for an adventure in a remote, abandoned building, a place rumored to be haunted. After clearing out the cobwebs and tidying up the space, they began exploring its eerie corners, trying to shake off the unsettling atmosphere while casually chatting about the mysterious history of the place. But then, something happened.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? That'd be mental.
Well stoked.
Yeah, certainly is.
What was that?
Suddenly, a sound pierced the silence. They tried to carry on as if nothing had happened, but the strange noises continued, growing more intense.
Right.
No, there's my thoughts.
Right, let me get out there. Definitely, what the hell was that noise?
The air felt heavier, and a chill set in. Despite the growing unease, they decided to investigate, stepping into the darkness armed only with their torches. As they ventured outside, the eerie noises became louder, unnerving them even more.
No one here.
Bloody hell. What the freaking hell was that noise? Oh man, oh dude.
That presumes it's a CP button.
They returned downstairs, their nerves on edge. And that's when they noticed something that made their blood run cold. something they hadn't seen before. But before they could process what was happening, they both froze. Hanging in the doorway was something they couldn't explain. Still, despite the overwhelming fear, they pushed forward. But things were far from over. As the night stretched on, it only grew darker. The unsettling noises and chilling presence seemed relentless, and yet they made it through the night, though their minds would never quite let go of the haunting mystery of what exactly lurked in that remote building. What was the true story behind the strange happenings they witnessed? Was it just the wind, or something far more sinister? After settling into their new home deep in the woods, a couple couldn't shake the eerie feeling that they were being watched. To ease their minds, they set up a camera in their bedroom. But what they captured days later was chilling. A man standing just outside their window, fully illuminated by the parking lot lights, staring in like he belonged there. He didn't flinch, didn't move, just watched. The boyfriend went outside to confront him, but the man simply turned and walked away without a word. The next day, he showed up at their door with a strange calmness and apologized, but offered no real explanation. So, what do you even do when the person creeping around your window turns out to be your neighbor? A family booked what they thought was a quiet, peaceful Airbnb getaway. But as they settled in and walked through the living room, something immediately felt off. They spotted a strange, sealed window that looked into what appeared to be an underground chamber, completely hidden from the outside. Their curiosity got the better of them. While exploring further, they stumbled upon a trapdoor cleverly hidden beneath the rug in one of the bedrooms. It creaked open to reveal a pitch-black tunnel leading deep below the house. The walls were smeared with what looked disturbingly like dried blood, and halfway down the passage, they found a rusted, ancient-looking mask resting on the ground. As they pressed on, the air grew heavier. Eventually, they entered a dimly lit room, and there, motionless in the corner, stood a single mannequin. No explanation, no context, just watching. They immediately contacted the Airbnb owner, but here's the chilling part. No one ever heard back, no follow-up, no answers, just silence. During a family gathering, Stepanka was casually scrolling through her home's CCTV feed when something chilling caught her eye outside.
And I put it up on my Instagram and I was like, guys, like, what do you think this is? And everybody's like, that's a ghost, that's a ghost. But like, everyone's like, that's a full-on fucking apparition. That is like, that's not a blob. That's not a little light thing. It's a full apparition of a ghost. And I'm just like, right, it is. I'm not fucking crazy.
What she captured was haunting. A figure standing eerily still, until within seconds, it morphed into a floating, solid white form, ghostly and unmistakably out of place. Skeptical but intrigued, Stanka tried everything to recreate the scene under the same lighting and conditions. Nothing worked. To this day, the footage remains unexplained, and so does the ghostly figure that appeared that night. A Reddit user recently shared a spine-chilling experience from a remote cabin in the woods, and it's got people seriously creeped out. For almost a year, strange reddish footprints have been appearing on the garage ceiling. But here's the kicker: they're always from the right foot only, and they never stay in the same place. Every few days, the prints mysteriously vanish or reappear somewhere else. The user isn't the only one who's seen them. Friends have noticed the same eerie pattern. But things got even weirder when they looked at photos. Although all the pictures were taken on the same day, the prints appeared in different spots in each one. So what's going on here? Is someone playing the world's most dedicated prank? Or is this something far more unexplainable? Starry01 recently posted a chilling photo taken at the abandoned asylum in Fergus Falls, Minnesota, a place already infamous for its ghost stories. At first, the image seemed unremarkable, until they brightened it. That's when a pale, eerie hand appeared in the lower window. Some viewers even claimed they could make out a faint, shadowy figure lurking just behind it. Do you see it? One quiet morning, a homeowner in a remote area caught something chilling on camera, right outside their front door.
What the fuck? Too scared to open my door.
Too afraid to open the door, they stared through the frosted glass. On the other side stood a small, unmoving figure, eerily still, like it was waiting. Even the dog sensed the danger, barking wildly at whatever was out there. But then, it didn't walk away. It didn't run. It simply disappeared, fading into thin air. Some think it was just a wild animal. Others aren't so sure. Whatever it was, it left behind more questions than answers. And one terrified homeowner. Cody had lived on his property for 22 years when he discovered a strange, dead patch of grass that sank under his mower.
It's dead. When I drove over it, it kind of sank. And I came over here with the shovel and tapped on it. Let me get a little closer. It's some kind of door. I've been here 22 years and this has never been here before. So I really don't know what to think about it. But
Curious, he dug into it and found a hidden door leading to a deep water-filled hole, possibly an old well or storm cellar. Using a 15-foot conduit stick, he couldn't touch the bottom. That night, strange noises came from beneath his house. When he investigated with a camera, what he recorded was not just eerie, it was terrifying. A group of friends had rented a remote cabin deep in the Appalachian Mountains for a peaceful weekend getaway. Surrounded by endless shadowy woods, the spot felt like a perfect escape. One night, as they soaked in the hot tub beneath a glowing moon, a low, thunderous sound echoed from somewhere deep in the forest.
Yeah, that was a car, Who's the aliens, bro? I think it's a train.
Es que porque suena así a la verga.
But that shit's scary.
Okay, do you guys want to go inside?
No. Es que dicen que no va a pasar nada, pero...
I'm recording this shit, bro.
But the music and laughter quickly faded into nervous silence. Something about that sound wasn't right. Unbeknownst to them, the Appalachian woods have a long, chilling history. Mysterious vanishings, strange figures spotted between the trees, stories that locals don't like to tell after dark. Thankfully, the group left the hot tub and returned inside without incident. But that night, it still haunts their memories. A man set out to explore a series of cabins deep in the woods, rumored to be abandoned. Everything was quiet, almost too quiet, until something shifted behind one of the upper windows.
Yo, You see movement then?
No.
Move the light. Yo. Yo. Fuck is that?
At first glance, there was nothing. But as their flashlights moved away, a pale figure briefly peeked out from behind a curtain. At first, he brushed it off, thinking it was just a squatter. But later, when he reviewed the footage, chills ran down his spine. The figure had no face. Its skin was unnaturally pale, like it hadn't seen sunlight in years. That was all he needed to see. He didn't wait around for a second encounter. Whatever was inside that cabin wasn't human. A Reddit user recently shared a seemingly innocent Polaroid photo snapped by his son, a casual moment captured of him and his wife during a weekend getaway years ago. But when the image finished developing, something unsettling caught their eye. In the window behind them, a blurry shape appeared, and it looked eerily like a face staring straight in. Some dismissed it as pareidolia, our brains trying to find familiar patterns in chaos. Others were convinced it could have been a person, or maybe even an animal. The majority chalked it up to a dirty window reflecting the flash just right. Still, no matter how many logical explanations were thrown around, that face in the window left a chill that no one could quite shake. This man was out of town when he got a Ring camera alert from his remote cabin, and what he saw was chilling. The footage captured a mysterious figure aimlessly roaming through his backyard. But it wasn't just the presence of the disturbing person, it was the way they moved. Slow, erratic, almost like they were lost or hunting. The homeowner noted that the area has a history of drug activity, which might explain the behavior, but that only makes it more unsettling. Imagine someone like that lurking around your property when you're not there to stop them. This eerie video, reportedly filmed in an abandoned hospital in Honduras, recently resurfaced on Reddit, reigniting a chilling mystery that's haunted the internet for years. According to locals, the room in question was once an emergency operating room, and some believe it's now haunted by the spirit of a surgeon who died there, either from a sudden heart attack or, as some whisper, by his hand. The footage has sparked heated debate. Is it a ghost, clever CGI, or just someone messing around? Whatever the explanation, even the skeptics agree. There's something deeply unsettling about the way it moves. While checking his cabin's attic for damage after a recent hurricane, he snapped a quick photo, just a routine inspection. At the time, everything looked fine. No leaks, no holes. But months later, while casually scrolling through those old photos with his girlfriend, they noticed something chilling. A dark, shadowy figure with glowing eyes staring back at them from the attic. He swore he'd never heard any strange noises up there. No rustling, no scratching, nothing that would suggest raccoons or other animals. So what was it? A trick of the light? A small, unseen creature? Or something far more unsettling? A warning to get out while he still could. This eerie security camera footage, taken at a secluded home late at night, shows something truly bizarre. A faint, transparent figure drifts across the property, almost like a ghostly presence caught on tape. There's no backstory, no follow-up, and no clear explanation. Was it just a reflection? A camera malfunction? Or did something from the other side slip through unnoticed? The mystery lingers. While hiking through the remote wilderness of Norway, a man stumbled upon something chilling. An old, abandoned house hidden deep in the forest. Curious, he stepped inside and was shocked to find the place still had electricity. As he ventured deeper into the dark, eerie rooms, things took a terrifying turn. Out of nowhere, a strange, shadowy creature locked eyes with him. Frozen in fear, the man panicked, lost his footing, and tumbled down the stairs. The footage cuts off suddenly, leaving behind an unsettling mystery. Was it something paranormal, or is there a more logical explanation? While browsing through old photos from a nighttime trip to an abandoned building, a Reddit user stumbled upon something truly chilling. One eerie shot captured a decaying room in disarray, with a single window at its center. But when he looked closer, his blood ran cold, and a ghostly face was faintly visible in the glass, staring straight at the camera. The user swore he was completely alone that night. Some viewers were haunted by the sinister grin on the figure's face, while skeptics brushed it off as pareidolia. Still, the face looks far too real to be a trick of the mind. A group of friends were out fishing on the ocean, just enjoying a regular day, until something insane happened.
What the fuck? The shark just jumped into the fucking boat! What? Okay, watch out. We do not want to get clipped by that one. Oh my god! Holy phone, dude! Oh my god, look at the fiberglass, bro! Holy crap!
Out of nowhere, a shark launched itself out of the water and straight into their boat. Yes, you heard that right. It didn't just swim by or circle them ominously. It jumped into the boat. Chaos erupts.
Jumped out of the freaking water into the boat! Oh my god. Holy shit. You just smoked me in the fucking hole. Are you okay, bro? Shit. Holy crap. Out to the frame, dude. He jumped right over me. He jumped over you, bro. Oh my god. Bro. Shit. Was this what you were fighting the whole time? No, no way.
The shark didn't just scare them, it took out their gear. 2 fishing rods were gone. The trolling motor was knocked loose and went overboard. 1 second they were fishing. The next, they were dodging a flying shark. Miraculously, no one was hurt, but everyone was shaken. So now the question is, what would you do if a shark just jumped into your boat? This man was exploring a haunted waterfall when he unknowingly captured something chilling on camera. For just a brief moment, a dark figure appears, then vanishes without a trace. Viewers noticed it looks eerily like a person standing near the falls. The first time the camera pans down, everything seems normal. But the second glance reveals the shadowy presence, and by the third, it's completely gone. So, was it just a trick of the light, or did he catch something paranormal lurking in the mist? While fishing on Wisconsin's Wolf River, a group of anglers stumbled upon something that left them stunned, and it's all on video. As they cast their lines, a mysterious figure darted through the water, moving with a grace and speed eerily similar to that of a human swimmer. Could it have been a mermaid? Skeptics were quick to chime in, suggesting it might have been a dolphin or a seal. But here's the twist. Those creatures don't live in the freshwater currents of the Wolf River. Locals were baffled, and while the footage captured the strange encounter, the poor video quality only added to the mystery. So the question remains, did these anglers witness a real-life mermaid, or was it something else entirely? Reddit user Kind and a friend were enjoying a peaceful evening at a local lake park around 8 p.m. when things took an eerie turn. While casually snapping photos, one of them suddenly noticed a strange, floating shape appear on the screen. The odd part? There was no one else around, and the area was completely fenced off. Was it just a trick of the light, a camera glitch, or something more chilling, like an apparition drifting through the night? You're not going to believe what these fishermen from Yuka, Russia, stumbled upon. While casting their lines along a remote riverbank, they uncovered something straight out of the Ice Age, massive mammoth tusks buried beneath the mud.
Oh, wala. Hidden. Ooh. Oh, wala. Oh, what narangan dito? Oh, wala. Diyon kila ba? Huh?
In this part of Russia, it's not uncommon for locals to scour riverbanks, hoping to strike it rich. Why? Because mammoth tusks are worth a fortune. Nature sometimes reveals these prehistoric treasures when you least expect it. While a group of friends were scuba diving, the unthinkable happened. An earthquake struck beneath them. Suddenly, the calm blue turned chaotic. The ocean floor began to tremble violently, releasing clouds of bubbles and debris that shot upward like underwater fireworks. Panic set in as one diver, holding a camera on the right, was yanked away by the sheer force of the quake. For a split second, it looked like he'd vanish into the deep until he managed to grab onto a coral, barely saving himself. It was a heart-pounding moment underwater, but miraculously, everyone surfaced safely. While magnet fishing one day, Reddit user Motor City Magnetfish thought he'd pulled up just another jar full of rocks and water. But what he discovered inside wasn't ordinary at all. There was no liquid, just a folded note. At first, he thought it might be a spell. But then he started to read.
Those rubber gloves. That's what I need. Oops. But those are up in the truck. Oh man. These gloves are not made for delicate work. Ooh, we're gonna be able to read this one. Nice. Oh, you know what? I think it's a poem. I don't think this is a spell. I just saw something about loves. Dear, oh no. Dear Daddy, I wish you can come back and stay. I wish you never died so we could have spent more time together. And now it feels like I have no one. I wish that if you were alive, I could have everybody. I feel nobody loves me. Love, Journey. Okay. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
It is devastating. Oh my gosh.
Dude, I got chills. Oh man. Oh man, I feel like it's gotta go back. But I can't. Oh. Sorry, Journey. I won't put the spell stuff back, but that's
it's going back.
That's so sad. Alright. Oh, dude. I'm sorry, Journey. I hope you don't see this video.
After sharing the footage online, something incredible happened. Journey and her family saw the video. They explained the jar had been in the water for over a decade, a tribute to her late father. Her grandmother reached out, saying the video brought back beautiful memories, and thanked him for honoring it by returning it to the river. A random pull from the river turned into a powerful reminder of love, loss, and the deep emotions we leave behind, even in the most unexpected places. On October 15th, 2024, popular kayak fisherman Kayakero, well known for his thrilling fishing videos, had an unexpected and chilling experience while out on the water. He and a group of friends were enjoying a fishing trip at the Salto Grande Reservoir in São Paulo, Brazil, when a strange, foul odor caught their attention. At first, they brushed it off, thinking it might be a nearby capybara, but curiosity got the better of them. Will, the man behind the Kayakero channel, decided to paddle closer and investigate. What he found left everyone in shock: a human body floating in the water, still wearing shoes. Without hesitation, he contacted local authorities and waited on the scene until they arrived.
Chato, né? Mas fazer o quê? Ligar. Rapaz, a hora que eu olhei assim, eu falei, mas tá muito engrugido. Por isso que eu falei pra você, tá muito grande pra ser um... Eu falei, olha, mas eu já suspeitei na hora. Aí a hora que eu levantei assim, o pé.
Out of respect for the victim and the ongoing investigation, Will made the choice not to film the authorities' response. However, he did share a video recounting the incident, which quickly went viral and was picked up by news outlets the same day. Who was the person, and how did they end up there? That part remains a mystery. Scuba divers were filming fish when something unexpected happened. A lightning bolt struck the water's surface above them, unleashing a shock wave that roared through the depths like an underwater explosion. The sound, amplified by the unique way it travels underwater, was deafening. One diver, with 25 years of experience, likened the experience to being slammed by a speeding truck, leaving him so rattled he couldn't dive for days. Miraculously, despite the sheer force of nature, the divers escaped without any serious injuries. In 2016, a family was enjoying a peaceful day fishing near Wild Horse Lake, nestled deep within Oregon's remote Steens Mountain range. But what they didn't notice sent chills down their spines later. Behind them, just out of focus, something massive moved.
2016, Wild Horse Lake. Made her down here now, just make her out.
Dad, what is that?
Wow, what is that? A bear. Stay along. What is it?
But by the time he tried to snap a photo, whatever it was had vanished into the dense wilderness. Thankfully, one of his daughters managed to capture a blurry but chilling image of the creature. Steens Mountain, known for its vast forests and isolation, has long been whispered about in tales of elusive beings, especially Bigfoot. Skeptics were quick to dismiss the photo, calling it a misidentified hiker. But if you take a closer look, it doesn't move or look like just a person. While on a safari in Africa, a woman captured a heart-pounding moment from a tour bus. She spotted a wild buffalo calmly grazing with grass hanging from its mouth.
But obviously he would stop by the edge of the water. He wouldn't actually try to
We got him with the grass hanging out.
Oh, cool. Look at him.
He's good.
Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Look how fast he's going. Oh, no! Ah! Scared me to death. Oh, my God.
Suddenly, the buffalo became agitated, locking eyes with the nearby group. The woman and fellow passengers panicked, screaming as the buffalo closed in. Some even lost their balance in the chaos. It looked like the buffalo might stop at the water's edge, but it didn't. It kept coming. Incredibly, just when it seemed like danger was inevitable, the buffalo veered off and left everyone unharmed. What started as a quiet sighting turned into an unforgettable brush with the wild. A group of friends were out enjoying a perfect day on the water when things took a chilling turn. Out of nowhere, a curious alligator surfaced and crept toward their launch, lifting its head as if trying to get a better look. But just as the tension peaked, the video suddenly cut off. And now, we're all left asking the same question. What happened next? This man was simply enjoying a peaceful morning by a quiet lake on Vancouver Island. The water was like glass, still and undisturbed. As he snapped the first photo, something strange happened. Ripples appeared on the surface, but there was no wind, no fish, and no visible cause at all. Confused, he took another photo just seconds later. That's when things got truly eerie. On the left side of the image, a faint figure appeared, partially reflected in the water. The sunlight bounced off its head, casting an unnatural glow, almost like a ghostly presence watching from the edge. Then he took a third photo. Nothing. No ripples. No figure. Just silence and stillness. All three photos were taken in rapid succession. No editing, no tricks. Just a haunting mystery with no clear explanation. So, what exactly did he capture that morning? Out in the open sea, a group of fishermen noticed something strange bobbing on the waves. As they drew closer, their curiosity turned to shock. A young girl was drifting alone on a unicorn float, eerily calm in the endless blue. Instantly, a recent missing child alert from a nearby beach sprang to mind. It all made sense. She must have floated away while playing, completely unaware of the danger. Without hesitation, the fishermen steered toward her with care, managing to bring her safely aboard. Thanks to their quick thinking, the girl was soon reunited with her worried family, turning what could have been a tragedy into a story of rescue and relief. A group of friends thought they had the perfect beach day when they reeled in a shark and snapped a photo to capture the moment. But later, while scrolling through the pictures, they spotted something chilling. Standing in the background was the eerie figure of a little girl, pale, still, out of place. One commenter swore they'd seen the photo discussed on a paranormal podcast. The host claimed the beach was the site of a tragic plane crash, not years ago, but recently. He went on to say the area is so drenched in restless energy that even seasoned mediums steer clear. According to him, the spirits there don't even realize they've died. What's more disturbing? He pointed out that the girl in the image looked burned and disheveled, as if she walked straight out of that wreckage. People have tried digging up answers, searching records, debunking the story. But the truth? It's still out there, lurking just beneath the surface. This person's uncle was hiking through the woods when they stumbled upon something wild at first glance. It looked like just another rock, but then, boom, this thing had character. It was shaped almost too perfectly, like it was hiding something. Around the back, there were these strange, harsh colors scorched across the surface. Like, what could have even caused that? Was it nature? Seriously, what kind of story is this rock trying to tell? This person couldn't help but wonder, was this just a fun rock, or something more mysterious? Deep in the forest, far from any signs of civilization, this person was hiking, and he saw a bear. Massive, powerful, and walking straight toward them. It didn't growl, it didn't charge, it just kept coming slowly, intentionally.
Коля, ноги дергай.
This person didn't wait to find out what its next move would be. They turned and climbed the nearest tree fast, but the bear followed. It began to climb too until it suddenly slipped and fell to the ground below. What do you think would have happened if this person hadn't reacted so quickly? Was the bear trying to attack, or was it trying to be friendly in its wild way? No one knows for sure. If it were you, what would have been your reaction? Beneath the surface, where the sun barely reaches and the ocean holds its secrets, this person went diving in search of peace, adventure, and perhaps even beauty. But then something massive began stirring in the depths. A shape, a presence. A whale. It came closer and closer, silent, towering. Every moment hung like an eternity. This person could feel the heaviness of the moment, tiny in the vast blue, and then it passed by, peacefully, silently, gliding into the deep without event. Was it curiosity, warning, or something else? Does that mean whales are friendly, or what? Would you plunge into the ocean just to see one up close? Sometimes the most beautiful meetings are also the most terrifying, and the ocean never shows its whole hand. A man busy with his computer laughed, talking to his daughter on his earpods as she stood right before him. Same smile, same voice. But when he turned to her, she vanished. Confused, he checked the security camera footage.
Yeah, she got them out of the freezer earlier for you. She's put them in the fridge. Prawns don't take long to defrost anyway. Have we decided what prawn dish you're going to mess up? Ellie! Fridge! Freezing! Freeze me that way, freeze me this way. Bloody hell.
Dad, who are you talking to?
The fuck? You!
Why do you keep shouting my name?
Are you fucking...
No. Why are you shouting my name? I've been upstairs.
You just come in the door.
I didn't hear
Oh
you.
my god. Oh, hold on 1 second. My heart's going. You just come in the door.
What?
You just come in the door. You went into the kitchen. You asked me about your prawns because you asked Mum to get them out of the freezer for you. I told you to put them in the fridge for you. Are you fucking with me?
No, I've been upstairs.
Oh my god, I am shaking now. That has got to be the best doppelganger I've ever seen this entity.
I've been upstairs. I thought you were calling my name because I was
No,
confused.
honestly, right? The door opened and you closed it. I saw you wearing your orange jacket.
It showed him talking to thin air. He called his real daughter, who called moments later, still miles away. Who, then, had he just seen and spoken to? While watching the CCTV footage in total silence, everything seemed normal, until she started walking up the stairs. Then, out of nowhere, something grabbed her ankle.
Oh God, please! Let go of me!
She let out this blood-curdling scream, clawing at the steps while being dragged down into the basement. And here's the thing. There was no figure, just force. You could hear her nails scraping across the floor. Who or what dragged her? One quiet night in Williamsburg, Virginia, Robert Earl White was relaxing on his porch when something strange shattered the silence. Heavy, deliberate stomps echoing from deep in the woods. This wasn't just some animal scurrying through the trees. It sounded big.
Alright, no lie. I'm on my back porch. I heard someone stomping in the woods. Something huge.
Then he saw them. Two glowing eyes locked onto him from the darkness. He pulled out his phone, hit record, and zoomed in. What the camera captured was chilling. A pale, almost human-like figure lurking in the trees. Its skin looked ghostly white, and the way it just stood there, unmoving and unnatural, sent a wave of dread through him. When the video hit the internet, the comments poured in. Thousands were convinced. Whatever Robert saw that night looked disturbingly like a skinwalker. She was hiking alone in a massive 7,000-acre forest, completely off the grid. At one point, she found a quiet clearing, rolled out her mat, and started doing yoga. Nothing but the sound of birds and the wind through the trees. Peaceful, until it wasn't. Out of nowhere, a man appeared. In a forest that big, with endless space to rest, he stopped right there. And he didn't move. He just stood, pretending to use his phone, in an area with zero reception. She tried to stay calm, sitting down to face him. Still, he stood there, silent, phone to his ear, staring. The trail behind him was the only way out. Then, without warning, he sprinted off into the woods. She grabbed her things and took a risky move, heading off trail, hoping to lose him if he was watching. After a tense trek, she finally made it back to her car, safe, but shaken. Maybe he meant no harm. Maybe it was all a coincidence. But in a forest that vast, choosing that exact spot and acting like that, it's more than unsettling. It's downright creepy. He had everything planned. Sunny skies, a breathtaking spot, and even a hidden friend ready to capture the big moment. It was supposed to be perfect. But just as he dropped to one knee and pulled out the ring, disaster struck.
Jamie, no! Oh my, no! Oh my God!
A sudden surge of water came out of nowhere, knocking him clean off his feet. In seconds, he and the ring vanished over the edge of the waterfall. Thankfully, he made it out unharmed. But the ring? Gone. Now they're left asking, was this just terrible luck or a sign from the universe not to go through with it? It was around 11 p.m. in Kentucky when she stepped out onto her balcony for a bit of quiet sky watching. The night was still, the sky crystal clear, perfect peace. But then, slicing through the silence, came a sharp, eerie whistle. It sounded close, too close, maybe just 20 or 30 feet away. Locals have a chilling superstition: never whistle at night. And if you hear one, never answer back. The area was dead silent. No voices, no footsteps, just that lone whistle echoing through the trees. When she turned toward the sound, she saw something, barely visible, lurking in the bushes. Maybe it was just shadows, or maybe not. Whatever it was, it didn't feel right. So now the question is, was it just a creepy coincidence? Or was something out there watching? While cruising down a quiet highway in Mexico, a man caught sight of something eerie just off the road. A group of people stood frozen around a glowing circle of candles, their faces unreadable in the flickering light. This wasn't some roadside party or casual gathering. It felt off, sinister even. A chill ran down his spine. Without a second thought, he slammed the gas and sped away. Whatever was happening back there, he knew one thing for sure: he was never supposed to see it. While exploring a long-abandoned gold dredge, a man snapped several photos to capture its haunting atmosphere. But in one chilling frame, something unexpected appeared. A strange face lurking on the left side of the image. It wasn't in any of the other shots, and there were no mirrors, reflections, or dust to blame. Some brushed it off as pareidolia, a trick of the mind, but others believe he may have captured something far more unsettling. The photographer is now preparing to return and investigate. Until then, the mysterious face remains unexplained and deeply unsettling. At exactly 2:54 a.m., something eerie was caught on this Ring camera, and no one has been able to explain it. A glowing light suddenly appears in the field, shifting its shape like it's alive, then vanishes into the darkness without a sound. At first glance, you might think it's just a bug, but when compared to the insects also seen in the footage, this thing moves in a different, almost intelligent way. There's a road nearby, but not a single car passed. No headlights, no reflections, just silence. So, what was it? Drop your theories in the comments. While strolling through a quiet park while on a road trip through Zhytomyr, Ukraine, this man stopped near what he thought was just an old ammo depot. Then, boom, it erupted without warning. Seconds later, a massive shockwave slammed into his car. Miraculously, everyone inside made it out unharmed. Late one night in Laguna Niguel, a man was walking home when he witnessed something he could barely believe himself. Beneath the faint glow of a street lamp stood a translucent figure, dressed in dark clothing, almost invisible, but undeniably real. Heart pounding, he snapped a photo and bolted home. When he showed the image to his neighbor, they were speechless and quickly uploaded it online, hoping someone could explain what they were seeing. Was it a ghost, a glitch in reality, or just a clever edit? The internet is still divided. It was just past midnight. He was deep into a movie when a sudden knock echoed through the house. Startled, he paused the film and went to check, but no one was at the door. Confused, he stepped outside, checking the front yard, backyard, driveway. Everything was still. No sign of anyone. He shrugged it off and went back inside. But 40 minutes later, his backyard security camera picked up something chilling. A pale, ghostly figure drifting across the yard, not once, but twice. Some Reddit users brushed it off, saying it was probably just a trick of the light. Maybe the way the leaves shimmered as the figure passed was just a coincidence, but that only raised more questions. Would a flicker of light be enough to trigger a motion alert? And if it was just light, why hadn't the camera ever gone off before? And most unsettling of all, who knocked on the door? While trekking through the desert under the cover of night, a hiker flipped on a black light just to be safe. What lit up? A massive scorpion, glowing like something out of a sci-fi movie. Without that light, they never would have seen it lurking nearby. One wrong step, and things could have turned ugly fast. From that point on, every crunch of sand had them on edge. It was the morning of May 9th, 2025. A group of friends hit the road, ready for what was supposed to be a fun, laid-back trip. But just a few miles in, they noticed something strange. A car was tailing them, closely. Trying to be courteous, the driver pulled over to let it pass. Big mistake.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Out of nowhere, the trailing car didn't pass. It pounced. A textbook ambush. Fast, aggressive, and terrifying. But this driver didn't panic. He reacted instantly, swerving out of the trap and saving everyone in the car. The entire incident was caught on a dash cam and handed over to the police. It provided investigators with a crucial lead, but as of July 10th, the suspects are still at large.